podcast. Now, if y'all didn't know, check out your boy Bron podcast, man. Mind of the game. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at this. I'm like, hold on. You know what I mean? Steve Nash finna be the assistant coach. What's going on, man? You know what I mean? So what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jake Willie Silly, man, a.k.a. Mr. Take It Easy for you and life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch, man. As y'all know right now, I am live on Twitch. And I be trying to tell y'all, man, hey, man, you miss Twitch, man. You waiting on YouTube. I feel like live reactions better than the ones that drop on YouTube. But if you want to wait on YouTube, you know what I mean, you can do that. But I'm just saying, Twitch link in description all down below. All you got to do, gang, is download Twitch, make an account like YouTube, bro. You got a Twitch account. It ain't that complicated. I don't know why people act like Twitch so complicated. It ain't, bro. You know what I mean? But we got LeBron James on the fearlessness of Austin Reaves. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, a major game is finna happen. You know what I mean? Honestly, you know what I mean? We play the Warriors at 10, Warriors K. You know what I mean? Honestly, bro. And Bron got to get one. I don't know why people have a problem with Bron still playing. Now, Bron got to play 23 seasons and all that. You know, they love trying to use that when it comes to the MJ debate. You know what I'm saying? You know, Bron got to play like 21 seasons to catch up with the... Man, bro, Bron caught up to MJ in every statistical category. You know what I mean? Only rings. You feel me? Bron got nothing else to prove, but if I'm Bron, you know what I'm saying? If I can still play the game at a high level, why wouldn't I play the game at a high level? See, Kobe couldn't play at the age of 40 because he couldn't play at the age of 40. His body could not take it. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan could not play at the age of 40. You know what I mean? I mean, he did, but he could not do what LeBron was doing. LeBron's still one of the best players in the league at the age of 40. So if bro can continue playing, he can continue playing. You know what I mean? But so glad that you got Mind the Game, you know, coming back. It was JJ Redick. Now we have Steve Nash. You know what I mean? I didn't say he didn't. You know what I mean? I said he did. You feel me? But he just wasn't playing at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you feel me? But let me go see something.
Can you talk about like how you feel about when Luke has the ball? Are you reading, or do you want to get into two-man actions? You're going to have the best two defenders.
Right.
So sometimes Austin's going to be the screener. Right? Because you're going to have the third defender.
Right. And that's what we always be. And that's the scary thing, I think, for the potential. You know, we still have so much room to grow.
I know it. I freaking know it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I was saying though, man, you know what I mean? It's going to be a good game tonight. It's going to be a freaking good game tonight. And I'm just ready for the game, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. You say your message sent late. How about you just please shut up for me, please? You know what I mean? But yeah, man, the fearlessness of Austin Reaves. I love Austin Reaves. I feel like he's the best third option in the league, honestly. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, Austin Reaves is that guy. You know what I mean? Austin Reaves can step up big when we want him to and when we need him to. You know what I mean?
Can you talk about like how you feel about when Luke has the ball? Are you reading, or do you want to get into two-man actions? You're going to have the best two defenders.
Right.
So sometimes Austin's going to be the screener. Right. Because you're going to have the third defender.
Right. And that's what we always be. And that's the scary thing, I think, for the potential. You know, we still got so much room to grow, but now you look at it, okay.
We still got so much room to grow. This nigga ain't retiring. Y'all remember this nigga? This nigga ain't retiring until the age of 44. We still got so much room to grow. Nigga, this nigga finna play till he's 50. You know what I mean? That nigga love the game too much, man, to just go off like this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Look.
Are you reading, or do you want to get...
Look, and I hate when niggas be like, niggas say you cool with Bron now, bro. I've never not been cool with Bron, bro. It's just I'm not like y'all. You feel me? And I keep saying the same thing over and over again. That's why I be banning people, because I keep saying the same thing over and over again. I'm not a meat rider like y'all. If Bron has a bad game, I'm going to call him out for that bad game, unlike you. You know what I mean? So that's all I was doing, was calling him out, because he was having bad games. You know, if you play a bad game, I'm going to call you out for it. It's not crashing out. It's just telling the truth. You know what I mean? I don't look at him like he's Jesus. Nobody's Jesus to me. Nobody's perfect to me. So it is what it is.
Two-man actions. You're going to have the best two defenders.
Right.
So sometimes Austin's going to be the screener. Right. Because you're going to have the third defender.
Right. And that's what we always be. And that's the scary thing, I think, for the potential. You know, we still got so much room to grow. But now you look at it, okay, myself and Luka had the two best defenders, you know, every night. There's not many teams with a third defender. And that third defender has to guard Austin Reaves.
Austin Reaves.
You know, so
that's what I've been saying.
We have the ability to interchange, you know, how we want ball handlers.
That's what I've been saying, y'all. You know what I mean? That third option for Austin Reaves, that third option, you feel me? Our third option is better than a lot of people's first option. So your third defender not gonna be able to stick this nigga.
To interchange.
We got a big three, bro.
How we want ball handler, screener, or backside action. You know, we could start an angle pop action where the big comes up, set it.
All right, angle pop action in a high pick in a half court set with two players on the weak side. The screener pops to the wing for a pass. The wing player dives, and the screener then executes a dribble handoff with the corner player.
Pops. We got a guy coming out of the slot.
Yeah.
Whoever we want on the backside, it could be
anyone. You can do.
You know, so we can start with Luka with the ball. I come set the angle pop. I pop, and now I'm going to a DHO with AR.
Yep.
Or AR can start it. I pop, and now I'm going to a corner pick and roll with Luka. Like. We have the ability to do so many great things, and then back what you were saying, to be able to have those guys that can play bully ball, but also have the brain to be able to manipulate the game as well for the greater good. Sure. It is something that it's the reason why I've been able to do it at this level for as long as I've been able to do it as well. And then obviously, you know, Jokic and what he's capable of doing every night, and what we've seen with Luka over his first 7 years.
Right, and it's exciting to see Austin grow too.
Absolutely.
Right? Like he's got the mentality, like his skills keep getting better, you know, but he has the mentality to like not worry about you two.
Right.
Attack.
Yeah.
You've empowered him to do that, which is important. But I love that
That's another thing, bro. That's the thing about playing with LeBron, bro, is LeBron makes his teammates better. He makes Austin Reaves, like Austin Reaves was good, don't get me wrong. But I feel like playing with LeBron, it elevated him. You know what I mean? It elevated him. Bron makes his teammates better. Now, sometimes Bron take the ball out of people's hand, bro, and then they be standing in the corner. You know, some people just can't play like that. But, you know, overall, bro, the man makes his team better. He makes his teammates better. Because reality, who wins a ring after leaving Bron? Who? Who wins a ring after leaving Bron? Kyrie can't. You know, even Dwayne Wade, like I said before, Dwayne Wade had Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, cool. But them 2 rings that Dwayne Wade got was because of Bron. And then after Bron left, he didn't get no more. AD's not going to win another ring. You feel me? So it's just, he makes his teammates better, bro. Because Bron is not only a scorer, but he is a playmaker. He is the quarterback of the offense, bro. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, man. People talk about Bron scoring so much, but the man IQ is out of this world. Bron can literally he can do so much with the ball not being in his hands. And that's why when people saying, oh, LeBron and Luka ain't gonna work, bro, you're a cap. Cap, bro. You got 2 of the best IQ players on the same freaking team.
It's just like, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going. He's not waiting around.
He's not waiting
around. No. Like, oh, well, LeBron's over there. You know, like.
No, he's like, I got this too. You know? Like, yeah, for sure.
Like, if you do run that action and you're DHO out of the corner for Austin, like, he's not waiting to get a switch and throw you in the post. If he's got an attack, he's going. And you have to play that way. You can't be on your tiptoes. Well, he switched. I got to throw it into LeBron in the post. Like, he'll get it back.
Yeah, you become the wrong computer.
Right.
Then you start over-analyzing the game. You know, and now you're not even playing for just full of the game. Now you're over-processing the game.
Right. That's what's exciting when I think about the 3 of you, the way he can feed off of you guys. It's also been interesting to see, you know, when I saw the team come together, I thought, I like the death lineup. You know, you at the 5, so to speak, or Rui, whoever you want to say.
I like LeBron at the power forward.
Doe, you know, the 3 of you on the perimeter. Like, that's an exciting lineup. But it's actually been, the numbers are exciting for Jackson Hayes' minutes.
Yeah.
So it's been interesting to have that rim runner, that live body, a little bit of length. Defensively, your numbers have been outstanding. And that's over a 12-plus game period where you had AD, you had no AD and no Luka. And now you have Luka. It's continued through that period. So maybe talk a little bit about, like, the death lineup versus Jackson versus how you want to defend. Because what it feels to me, especially in the small positional size lineup, you guys are big. You just don't have a center on the court. Positional size lineup. I love the way you guys have been in the gaps, protecting the paint first, closing out, shifting over. Like, to me, that's the way you guys are going to be tough to play.
Well, first of all, I mean, I got to give a big shout out and credit to Jackson Hayes, man. You know, him stepping into that void, losing AD, you know, you know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot of scoring, a lot of protection defensively, a lot of rebounding, a lot of block shots. But I think Jackson was just like, I can't make up for that. And we didn't ask him to make up for that. We needed Jackson to be higher energy, you know, be a force on offense, run the bigs, great screening, lob threat. But he's just made great decisions. He's, you know, he's been able to
see the thing with me when it comes to Jackson Hayes, bro. His problem is because bro has the potential. You know, I see it. Bro definitely has the potential of being a good center for sure. 24 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? Definitely has the potential. It just Hayes gets in foul trouble a lot. Like he fouls a lot. You know what I mean? Honestly, and I just wish he could do more than just. You know, I don't expect him to be like 80, you know what I mean? But, you know, sometimes he be having open shots, bro, and he just don't take them. So I say with Jackson Hayes, what I want him to do in the offseason, bro, is to develop his mid-range game. You know what I mean? Because it be times, say Luka right here, right?
to catch it in the
It be times Luka roll out, and he be wide open, and sometimes he hesitate to freaking, you know what I'm saying, drive to the goal. I need him, bro, when he set screens, you know, and roll. You feel me? If you got the ball, nigga, drive that ball in and dunk that ball. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of time we seen Jackson Hayes, man, get the ball, hey, right here, right by the free throw line, drive that ball in and dunk on niggas' heads. We've seen it before. I've seen it before. So I feel like it's confidence. I feel like him not knowing his full potential. You know what I mean? You could be a lob threat, but you could be more than a lob threat, bro. And you see how Denver playing us? Look,
in the pocket.
That right there is going to hurt him. Trying to double team, bro. Trying to double team. That's what's going to hurt you, bro. So the thing is, Jackson Hayes has been eating. He has been doing good. It's just the foul trouble. You know what I mean? That's really his main problem. And the mid range. You know, I feel like you got to get the mid range right. And I feel like if he get that right under control, he can be an elite center, bro.
Dunk it home or find guys on the perimeter.
Denver can't mess with us,
been
bro.
Unbelievable in his minutes, and we're going to need that from him. We know, you know, how it unlocks Luka as well when it comes to pick and roll with a lob threat.
Right.
You know, so having those minutes with Jackson is key. And then with our positioners lineup, when you have Luka at 6'7", you know, myself at 6'9", Doe at 6'8", Rui at 6'9", you know, Austin 6'5.5". You know, there's no center out there.
Positional size.
But we're long, we're big, we're athletic, we're tough, you know, and we're scrappy.
Yeah.
You know, and to be able to, like you said, be in the gaps, you know, help each other, communicate. You know, even when things break down, you know, we were able to fly around and help one another. You know, there was a play, you know, in the Dallas game.
That was a beautiful play. I feel like when you play that every game.
Gaps.
That was beautiful defense,
help
bro.
each other, communicate. You know, even when things break down, you know, we were able to fly around and help
Beautiful,
one another.
bro.
You know, there was a play, you know, in the Dallas game where Kyrie came off a pick and roll from Najee Marshall at the top of the key. And he was about to raise for three, and we had two on the ball, and Luka was guarding Najee, and, you know, we wanted him in coverage. We didn't want the roller behind, but it's Kyrie to Najee, and now they have a 4-on-3. Dodo was on the ball, and instead of Dodo just staying there and just looking at the play.
It was beautiful right there. Shout out my boy Dorian Finney-Smith, man.
I took
real important piece of this team. I remember when they said we lost his trade. You know what I'm saying? When we traded D'Lo.
Kyrie dumped it to Najee, and now they have a 4-on-3. Dodo was on the ball, and instead
D'Lo not doing that. D'Angelo Russell not doing that.
Dodo just staying there and just looking at the play. It's not about you know height and weight.
Sure.
And this is what's going to mess up with the Warriors. This is what's going to mess them up tonight. And remember this, bro. You know what I mean? I want everybody to remember this. They don't understand. We are a good defensive team when it comes to above 500 teams. When it comes to above 500 teams, y'all, I'm telling you, we take them so serious. It's different. We're expecting Curry to do this. So it's like, you know, it's going to be different. We have people that can guard Curry. We have people that can limit Curry. We have Vanderbilt. We have people that can guard him. You know what I mean? Last time he played us, he was terrible in the first half. Even in the third quarter, was terrible. He got most of his points in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes left. We were shutting him down. You know what I mean? Vanderbilt, Dorian Smith, whatever, bro. Gabe Vincent. We got people that can stop Curry or limit him. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real with you, bro.
I mean, shit, you're a fucking prime example of that. That it's not about height, how fast you are, how tall you are. It's about the mind, the will, and the communication that you, and the process that you have with your teammates out there. Like
speed of thought, reading.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is it, man. You know what I mean? I got to get ready for the game, man. I'm finna get ready for the game, bro, honestly. You know what I mean? But this is it, man. You know, at the end of the day, you're going to believe what you want to believe, you know, and I'll hold you to it, man. So next time you see me, man, you're going to be crying. You know what I'm saying? And everything I say is going to come. It's going to come, you know what I'm saying, to truth, to pass. You know what I mean? Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I've been saying, you're going to see tonight what I'm saying. You're going to see tonight exactly what I say when we got too much for you. You're going to see exactly what I'm saying, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You're nervous right now. I am not. I'm not nervous for any game. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't be nervous for any game. Because I know what this team capable of, bro. This team go out and play Lakers ball, you're going to lose. Simple. I don't care if it's by 1 point. I don't care if it's by 2 points. I don't care if it's by 3 points. I know tonight we're going to win this game. Because we beat you 2 times without AD. 2 times without him. You're just not. We just the answer, bro. You know what I mean? We're just the answer. You feel me? So you're going to understand, like, when Austin Reaves start tearing you up, when Luka start tearing you up, when LeBron start tearing you up, you're going to understand that we have too much for you. It's too much. And niggas be putting them laughing emojis like, you can front, bro, but you're not laughing. I know behind this camera you can laugh, put laughing emojis. You're not laughing. You're scared, bro. You're nervous. I don't pay attention to all that fake confidence. You know what I mean? You're nervous. You're scared. Your stomach is bubbling, bro. Your stomach is in knots right now. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And the thing is, I won't be laughing. I will, like the thing is, I will not be laughing at a team that beat me 3 times. You got beaten 3 times this year by this team. You're 0-3 versus this team, and you're laughing? You're 0-3 versus this team, and you're laughing. Wow. like that doesn't, you know what I mean? That doesn't, I don't understand. We don't have Jimmy. You have Jimmy tonight, right? So when we beat you tonight, that Jimmy jump go out the window, all right? I'm done. I'm done talking. After the game, remember this, and I want y'all to edit this. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Warriors, you're going to lose. And remember me when I come back, all right? All right? All right?